Broadcasting from the furniture capital of the world, it's Couched with Carson Kressley.
Tonight's guests, love it or list it's Hilary Farr, luxury interior designer Kelly Ellis, with Roy Day and his band Cookie.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Carson!
How about Roy and the band, everybody? That was great. I just did cardio, you guys. Did you see how I was doing like jazzercise for like at least 10 seconds so I can have a donut? Welcome to Couched, everybody. Sit down, relax. This is the show where we dig into all things design, and honestly, I get quite nosy, or I should say curious, about all things design, and hopefully we learn a pro tip or two. And most importantly, we hopefully leave inspired. So, right? Thank you, design lovers. I'm inspired by so many things, especially travel. Like, what's your favorite place you've traveled to? Anybody? Exotic locations? Philly. Philly? Oh, Italy. I was gonna say, I mean, Philly's okay, but like a day or two and you've seen it. Italy's great. No, Italy is so good because even the cab drivers dress like this. Like, I'll get in the car, I'm like, oh my God, you've outdressed me. I'm uncomfortable, but I'm impressed. Give it up for Roy and his amazing band, Cookie. They've been killing it. I'm gonna go over here to my lip sofa. Let me have a little beverage. Hey. Thank you. Oh, I just love a walk-on music. Do you like my lip sofa? Isn't it great? I had it made. It makes my butt look so small. I always try to, let me put my glasses on so I can see what you guys look like. Oh, you're gorgeous. I had no idea. I thought so, but now it's confirmed. Let's get right into the show, you guys, because I am so excited. We have two amazing guests today. Our first guest, I'm a super fan of, so that's why I'm very buzzy with energy. She is someone I've been a super fan of for a long time. She is a powerhouse in design, and I'm so glad she's with us today. You're gonna recognize her immediately. She's not only a designer, but a television, I don't even want to say host because she does so much more than that. She's a television superstar who's shaped American design in many ways. She has so many talents, some of which you might not expect. And her design sense is unmatched, and her career in this industry is super inspiring. So everybody, please welcome the beautiful and talented Hilary Farr. Yay! Come on up. You look so good. Come over here. Oh, anywhere. Sit with me. I love it. Normally people sit over there, but I'm such a super fan. I'm like, come over here and sit on my lips.
Darling!
It's a great,
God, it's so long since anyone has
said that.
Yes.
Right? We got to get you out more. You're too busy.
Oh my goodness.
I have some water for you there too if you need
Thank
some.
Thank you.
So Hilary Farr, I love it or list it, and I discovered you. This is weird. We have something in common. In 2008, when I think the show first started, I was doing a show for the Oprah Winfrey Network, and it was just launching, and we were on Sunday nights, and they said, you're going to be on right after Love It or List It, and I was like, what is this show? And that's when I first discovered it.
Wow.
Before it was on HGTV, where it has become a huge mega hit.
12 years.
12 seasons.
12 years.
That-
No years.
12 years. So are there more than one season
We
in
went
a
all
year?
the way back. We do 26 episodes,
Okay.
which then gets chopped into 2 seasons of 13.
12 years on television is like 44 years in real life.
144.
144.
Yeah.
Because you are like, you're my people, because you know that like doing a home design show, it looks all easy and fun, and there's always like, we've got a problem with the foundation. That's not even what you see. What you don't see is like you there till like 2 in the morning and like flying from city to city and all of the preparation that goes into a great design show.
Absolutely, and in a great design, generally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I think, I always think, you know, the show is about people like you come in and you make their house work for them again. Because they've usually like outgrown it or it's like just terrible. And you do magic. And then David, right, your co-star?
Let me just think. Yeah, that's David.
Yeah, or your arch nemesis.
That guy. Well, with that guy, you
You
mean?
guys have great chemistry.
Oh, no, we do. We are that person. You know, everything that you see has evolved out of who we are. And
Right,
what we
right.
Do. He is a realtor. I am a designer.
Right.
Which is unusual sometimes in this business. And everything that you see about us
It's
is
real.
the way we are. Oh, yeah.
You
We're
can't-
really obnoxious in public places.
I don't believe it.
Oh, no, we are.
I don't believe it. I do like your rapport, though, and you're so right. You can't fake that on TV. Like, that's just great, real chemistry.
Yeah,
Are
we
you
need
from
to.
Toronto?
Yes.
I love Toronto. Toronto is like New York with, like, less graffiti. It's, like,
Well, it
super
used to be.
nice.
But it is that whole thing about it being clean, and it is.
Right.
It is a wonderful city. It really is. But yeah, that was where I was born. But my mother is British.
Okay.
My father Canadian, both of whom have passed on now. But my mother went, "This is nice, but we're going back to England now."
Right, so you grew
that's
up
where I
there.
grew up.
And that's where you got that great accent.
Yes, you can buy them at Harrods.
I love it. I
Yes.
love it. I love it when you're on the show and you're like, we don't have enough budget to finish the garage. And I was like, oh my God, she said garage. It makes everything sound better, like more expensive. And when you came to the States, this is like a little known fact, but I did my homework, I was Googling. You were in Rocky Horror Picture Show, the movie.
Well, I was, but that is going way, 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 way back.
Right.
To England when I think I might even have still been at school.
Right. You have to go back and rewatch it. I was in Rocky Horror as well, but only at my local movie theater where you did the interactive and you threw toilet paper.
Did you wear
That's
the
what I did.
fishnets? You don't have to tell me.
Not for that, but I have in the past. But
Yeah.
that's a different interview.
Okay.
And then when you got a taste of that showbiz, were you like, I think I want to like be in front of the camera?
No, I was always theatre.
Okay.
I was theatre for a long, long, long time. I was in London and I was Rizzo in Greece. With,
Amazing.
Richard Gere.
What?
Yes. And
How was Richard Gere? Oh my gosh.
he was such a bad boy.
Was he?
Oh, yes.
Did you guys make out or anything?
Definitely not.
No?
No.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yes.
you've done so many cool things.
Well, theatre was very interesting and fun.
Right.
It really was. And I was on Broadway, also
What?
in a play.
Which
called-
one?
It was called Run for Your Wife. It was an English farce. I think it's still running in London somewhere.
That'd be a great name for a reality show, too.
Yes.
Run for Your Wife, where marathon runners meet the love of their life at the starting line.
Or Run from Your Wife.
Or Run from Your Wife about
Yes.
celebrity divorces.
There
We'll
you go.
produce it, Hilary.
All right. You heard it here. Okay.
But then how did you get into like I feel like you kind of invented like staging for selling real estate in Toronto.
Yes.
And is that how you kind of got into that whole real estate world?
So nobody staged houses.
In Toronto.
Toronto,
What was that? What was the era? Like in the 80s or
90s.
something? The 90s, okay.
90s, and they were still reeling from, the economy had been dreadful, and so many people had lost their shirts. And to me, coming from LA, the properties seemed so inexpensive, so I couldn't wait to buy them, renovate them, and sell them.
Right. So you were like a flipping pioneer.
I was. I was
Okay.
a flipping pioneer.
Yeah, that's our next show, Flipping Pioneer. And then that's what led to Love It or List It, like you became kind of an expert in real
That's
estate
exactly
and
it.
design,
Yeah.
so you were the perfect candidate.
Exactly.
And did they have how did you find out about that show?
A very dear friend of mine said, "There's this thing.
Right.
Why don't you go?"
That's exactly what happened to me.
Really?
Yeah, I had a great job at Ralph Lauren, and I was like, and somebody said, there's this show going to be on Bravo, and I was like, what's Bravo, a nonstick cooking spray? I mean, because it was in 2002.
Yeah.
I was, barely 13, and I said, let me try out, and it was just kind of a whim.
Yeah.
So you did the same.
Exactly.
Had a great
the same.
job, great career, and you're like, but this could be fun.
Okay, exactly. It didn't seem like there was any downside to it.
Right.
And clearly there were, and in both our cases,
Right.
it worked out.
Now look at us, sitting on a giant pair of lips.
I know. Like we never did that before.
I'm such a fan of the show, but I'm a Hilary fan. So David's okay, he's the realtor, and he always shows them okay houses that are like 50 miles away from where they actually want to live.
It's a little bit outside of your area.
Yeah, and he's like, and the client is like, it's 40 miles away. I'm like, you're busted. And then you do the most amazing job of like, seriously, this woman is a miracle worker. If you haven't seen the show, she's like adding like playrooms and home offices, and like in the same house, you magically make more space happen. And I would never move. I don't know how anyone sides with David, because if you fix my house and make it gorgeous like you do and give me all the things and I don't have to move my stuff, I would never, they must have to rig it so that he gets some listeds, because I think most people probably say that they want to love it and stay. Does that happen?
Well, first of all, we don't rig it.
Okay, I'm just have to ask.
There's no rigging.
Okay, I just have to ask.
Well, you've asked.
Okay.
We don't do that.
Okay.
So we let him just suffer.
Right, yeah.
So much more fun.
I love it. And what I think is so cool about you, and kind of our theme of the show,
Yes.
is that you've lived so many places, and I follow you on Instagram, and I see you're like in Africa, like saving elephants, and you're in England, and you've lived in Toronto, and now you're in Raleigh. You probably have such a great global perspective, and you see great design everywhere. Do you incorporate that into your designs on the show? Are you going to incorporate that in your own house?
It has really changed the way that I design. There's no question, without even knowing about it. Colors, textures, the light, all these things are what are inspiring to develop what I have with my fabrics and my own line, but it's reflected in the way I design. It becomes part of everything that I do and I see is really how you're formed as a child. I just believe that.
We are like the same person. we could just chit chat forever, and you have to come over. I mean, if you're in New York, I'm making you lunch.
Definitely.
Well, I'll do tea sandwiches. We'll be English for the afternoon.
Okay.
I'll work on my accent.
We will be tippling sherry at the same time.
Of course.
Okay.
There's nothing to do with sherry other than tipple it, I think.
Okay.
You mentioned that in your own designs. I know that you have launched like a furniture collection, a rug collection.
And fabrics.
And fabric.
And lighting.
And lighting.
Yes.
And when does that all happen? And where can we see it? Where can people buy it? Because I know your fans, they admire your design and they would love to have a piece of it in their home.
We just launched at Market.
Okay.
And so at this point, my rugs are with Colleen Rugs.
Okay.
My lighting is with Grandview Gallery. My furniture is with Braxton Color.
Where will it be? Is it only to designers, or can people find it like on websites or on your own site?
There will be retailers carrying it, and it's not just to the trade at all. But I don't know yet where that's going to be, so stay tuned.
So we'll follow you on your Instagram,
Yes,
which is...
yeah, well, it's Hilary_Farr. It couldn't be easier.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
And your website. And we're going to be watching on HGTV for season, is it... I don't know.
9,070?
Season 9,000 of Love It or List It. And
Yes.
you're going to love it. You're not going to want to list it. You're going to be rooting for Hilary. Give it up for Hilary Farr, everybody. I could sit here and talk to her for hours. Do not go anywhere, because we have another guest joining us in just a minute. Give it up for Hilary Farr, everybody. For all she is and all she does. Amazing. You are so great. Our second guest is an internationally recognized luxury interior designer with clientele like Maria Menounos and Ashley Green. And she's a lover of all things travel, so it's perfect that she's on our global episode. And she is here to chat with us about how her years of traveling around the world have influenced her work. So buckle up, we're bringing you along for the ride. Please make some noise for Kelly Ellis. You look so cute. Hello. I feel like we can dance. There you go. with the foot thing. Have a seat. Wherever you want.
I kind of want to.
Do you want to be here on the lips? It's more fun.
Can I be on the lips?
Yeah, it's more fun on the lips.
I feel like I should be.
You match.
Right?
Your
This
lips
is-
match my sofa, which
Thank
is
you.
not something you generally want to hear, but in this case, it works.
I really love this sofa. I want this.
So thank you. How are you? I haven't seen you in
so good.
forever.
We're just old buddies, you know.
I know. I feel like I met you for the first time at like the High Point International Furniture Market. Was that it, or was
Yes.
it the show house in Palm Springs?
Ooh, no, I think it was here.
I think it was
Many
here.
years ago.
I think it was here. And I've only ever known you with this like fabulous like platinum hair, a
Yeah.
great lip, like so stylish. And then when I was like doing research, because I like to Google everybody before the show and get all the backstory and, you know, see your mugshot. You don't have one, but some people do. And, but I found you've had such like a transformation personally.
Yes.
I always thought this was your look, like you're a little like rock and roll glam. You're like a little bit like, you can be like Pink vibes, but you didn't always have this look, which I was shocked. There's a different look.
Yeah.
You had long hair and it was kind of auburny, like.
Well, okay, so people thought that was a really great weave, or we love this
Right.
ombre that you have.
Right, was
No,
that your natural hair?
This is my natural hair.
Silver.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Were you like prematurely gray?
Yes, since high school.
No way, it's so good, though.
I know, but I was dyeing my hair dark brown and it would fade to that. So
Right.
clue
So,
that
but-
it was this white.
So it was, you were fighting like nature and it was always a lot of work. So
Yes.
then at some point you were like, listen,
Done.
I'm just gonna, before
Yeah.
my hair like breaks off at the ends, I'm gonna embrace it.
Yes, and I really did embrace it. It was a leap of faith. My daughters, they're 23 and 24. They're, Mom, you can
What?
do this. Yes. They're like, Mom, you can do this. You're gonna look fantastic. Cut your hair off. And I didn't know that it would turn into a branding thing.
Right. No, it's so memorable. I
Right.
mean, you're gorgeous either way.
Thank you.
But this is a real standout.
Yes.
This is a look that I would say is like for a confident person.
Yeah.
And very memorable.
Thank you.
And you're in the style business.
Yes.
Interior designers, I think interior design, furniture is fashion,
Right.
design is fashion.
Right.
And you have to stand out. And I think
Yes.
you're so memorable. So
Thank
kudos on
you.
your own makeover.
Thank
and
you.
I don't know how you have kids that are like 25 years old.
I'm 49. I don't have any problem
Had
saying
to.
that.
I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm 49 too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Most of me is. There are some parts that are a little younger
Right. But in my heart
that I
and
had
soul.
added later.
Right.
But,
Well, the aftermarket stuff is always younger, right?
yeah, I'm gonna turn 50 in November, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Cabo, and then my nose will be 7 in December. So I'm gonna have a party for that as well.
Oh, can't wait. Yeah.
But you are all over the place. That you're so. I was like, where does Kelly live right now? And I'm just like, I don't know. It says that she's based in California and Barcelona.
Yeah, I'm actually moving to Barcelona
How?
in 2 days.
Why? What's happening?
In 2 days. I'm gone.
Are you single?
I am single.
Oh my God, the hottest guys live in Spain, by the way.
That's why I'm going.
They're all over my Instagram feed. I'm like, where is
Where's
Lisboa?
this guy from?
But
Yeah.
that's in Portugal, but it's
It's
a day
okay.
trip.
Very close. It's
Why
very
are
close.
you going to Barcelona?
It's really honestly one of those places. You know when you land somewhere and
Right.
you're so happy to be there?
Yes, and
then
it
when
just
you
feels
leave,
like you've lived there.
Totally. And you leave and you cry and you land and you cry and you're like, I need to be here.
Right.
That's how I've always felt. And my daughter lives there.
That's how I feel about Neiman Marcus.
Right?
Yes. I cry when I
When you
get
walk
there.
in.
I cry when I leave.
Yeah.
Might just need to work on my Wellbutrin prescription.
That's okay.
So you feel at home
I
in
do.
Barcelona.
I do.
Design is so global right now.
is,
I mean,
yes.
do you go to all the design shows all over the world?
I do. Yes. I love to hit Milan, Maison.
Okay.
Twice a year for both of them.
Could regular people go to that?
Absolutely, and I really think you should. It is so inspirational. The way that they merchandise those markets is over the top.
And what do you see there?
unbelievable.
Is it like furniture, lighting,
Everything.
artwork?
Tabletop, clothing, I mean everything. And it is so inspiring.
And that one's in France?
Yes.
And
Maison.
when is it?
It's
Twice
in,
a year?
January and September.
Okay. I like to say France like that, like I'm from New Jersey. And then are there other ones? Is there like one in Italy?
Yes,
or?
Milan. Milan market is fantastic.
Okay.
Fashion, You'd love it.
Do you do like the international flea markets as well?
I prefer the flea markets.
You
Honestly,
do?
I do. I mean, even though I do design new furniture for other companies, I do love the antiques, the antiquities, and getting in deep and getting dirty and picking.
Where
them
are
out.
some of your favorite international flea markets?
I love Paris and then Marais.
Do you ever go to Round Top, Texas here?
I haven't done it yet.
Oh my
I
God, you
know.
must.
I know, I've heard.
Sounds, you think it's Texas and it's gonna be like rusty license plates and giant
Right.
sized chickens that you put in your, no. It is like guys bring in like tractor trailers from like containers full of things from Belgium and
International.
textiles from India. And it's really, I could stay there for like 2 weeks. There's so much to
Yes.
shop. And then you meet all the great people.
Right.
The people from Belgium and the
Right.
people who bring all these things in, and they have amazing stories.
Yes.
So you also do like a product line.
I do, yes.
And you do your own fabrics and furniture.
I have furniture and an art line with Left Bank.
Okay, and that's
Yes.
probably also very globally inspired.
Yes, yes.
So what are some of those global like trends that you're embracing?
And now that I am in Spain and traveling more, I get there before I moved there. 2 or 3 times a year.
Right.
There's so much color, and I was very Gaudi inspired. So I just produced this summer 12 new pieces, abstract pieces that are very colorful.
Right, right.
Extremely colorful, like really different than my old work.
How did you find your house there? Did you like do a whole international house hunters moment?
You know what? I really wanted to. So I decided, for the first year that I would find a great kind of, not a studio apartment, it's really more of an art studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
With like a skylight?
It is unbelievable. It's got a beautiful terrace because I've got 2 little French bulldogs that need to be in the sun.
Okay.
Yes, and travel.
What
with
are their
Mom.
names? I know
Lily
they're gonna
and
be good.
Lucy. Lily and Lucy.
Okay, cute.
Yes, I think there's about 5,000 Lily French bulldogs out there, but yeah, I have one. Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. You are so international. You're the perfect guest for this episode. So we're going to play a little game.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And it's kind of our international style spotting game.
Okay.
And we're going to show some images up here.
I'm scared.
And we're going to try and guess
Okay.
where the images are from.
Okay.
What country or what foreign nation.
Okay.
And then you will win absolutely nothing.
Absolutely
Because we don't have any
fantastic.
prizes here. But you will win in a heightened sense of self-esteem from just being a
Absolutely.
success.
Of course.
This image, oh, I feel like this is so you.
Is it Spain by any chance?
To me, I would have been like, oh, is this France? But then seeing the yellow and the blue
Yeah.
of those streetlights, I think it's got to be Spain,
no,
right?
it could be Portugal though, and it actually, yeah,
Oh, do we think it's Portugal?
it could be.
That one always gets me. Spain,
Me too.
Portugal.
Me too. France.
What? It's France. I should have gone with my gut.
I was gonna say that.
I feel like the yellow looked so sunny and.
I think the mirror is what threw me off.
Okay,
Yeah.
now this
Let's do
one,
this again.
speaking of sunny, oh, I know what this one is. What do you think,
It's
Kelly Ellis?
Greece.
Greece is the word. And it's also, I mean, the blue and white.
Santorini. Yes.
Santorini.
Yes.
I love Greece. I love like that palette. Okay,
me
this
too.
one, okay.
Italy.
We've got the wrought iron, we've got
Italy.
that yellow terracotta. You think
That
it's
looks like
Italy?
Lake Como.
I think it is. It's gotta be. God, we're good. Bellissimo.
We're doing much better now.
Okay, now this one.
Japan.
Oh, yeah, we've got the shoji screens. We've got that floor seating dining area.
The
and then,
pagoda.
of course, the pagoda roof.
Yeah.
So,
Japan.
we got to go with Japan. I mean, they're pretty easy, I have to say. Was that all of them?
No.
No, there's more.
Yeah.
Okay, now I
Oh.
think we're going to someplace.
We're here. No, we're not.
Where are we, Kelly?
I don't know. Denmark?
I'm gonna go with someplace
Sweden?
Scandinavian.
Is Sweden? Oh.
Scandinavia in general. Yes.
All right.
Wir
I'll take
älskar Sverige,
that's
which
awesome.
means we love you, Sweden. I only know that because I did 10 episodes of Sweden's Next Top Model.
Oh, that's fun.
And they were all talking about the models, and it was all in Swedish, and I would just nod a lot and say, Wir älskar Sverige, which means we love you, Sweden.
Wow.
But the people in Sweden, my goodness, they're attractive. I mean,
Well, you probably fit right in.
everyone's tall and named Lars, and they're wearing Acne denim, and they just look so hot. It's just
And they
it's
look-
terrible for your self-esteem.
They look like you. Stop.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I could sit and talk to you all day long, designer Kelly Ellis, which
Yes.
is that what your Instagram is?
It
it
is.
at That's
It
how I
is.
refer to her because I'm like obsessed with her Instagram. So it's designer Kelly Ellis on
Yes,
Instagram.
yes.
What should we be watching for besides your amazing move to Barcelona?
Oh, I know, I'm super
What's
excited.
what big like hotels are you doing? Where should we be going? What should we be following?
I'm going to do a lot of work in London
Okay.
and Paris, the antiquities business. So
Oh.
I am going to have some fun.
What do you mean in the antiquities business?
I'm the European director for a company called Renati, which is a platform for a lot
Okay.
of antique dealers.
Oh.
Yes, yes.
I love getting Renati.
Right? I know.
Yeah. So you'll like help people like that love that kind
Yes.
of curate their collections
Actually
or like
helping
find
designers and dealers sell
Okay.
their pieces
In
easily.
Europe.
Yes, more easily.
Okay,
yes,
look
yes.
at you, always so entrepreneurial as well.
I know.
Well, follow Kelly at designer Kelly Ellis on all of the social media
Yes,
platforms.
yes.
So give it up for Kelly Ellis, everybody. Thank you so much. Come back here anytime. All right, so I have to get out of here and book my next vacation because, I mean, I'm thinking about Scandinavia right now. So we will see you next time on Couched. Until then, stay fabulous. That is very